So today we're going to be looking at preparation with spaghetti squash. It seems as though a lot of people see this in the supermarket and don't necessarily know exactly how to do it or what to do with it, or they just think it's too much trouble. It's a delicious vegetable. It's very good for you, and it's fairly simple to make and prepare. Let me show you. First, what you want to do is always have a sharp knife. That's always the first most important thing. Give it a little bit of a 20-degree angle here. Give it just a couple little sharpens. Because if you don't have a sharp knife, you're going to be moving it around and you might even cut yourself. So you start off by trimming the top. Be very careful not to cut yourself. You do the bottom. Okay, now stand it straight up. Put your knife in, cut straight down. It's important to get this part flat and level so it doesn't rock around on you. So same thing here. Slice it down. Okay. Now, once you get it open like that, cut out a little bit of that stuff. Make sure you get all the bits out. Okay. Nice and clean. This stuff can be bitter if you don't get it out. Okay. Some people, you can boil it, you can roast it, however you want to do it. The idea is to cook it a little bit to get the inside tender. So when you push it together, you should see pieces of almost like spaghetti coming out. Then it's easy to scrape off. We'll show you in the next step here. Line it with some parchment paper. Go ahead, add these in here. And then brush the inside with a little bit of light olive oil. I like to use this stuff here. I don't know if the camera can see it too well, but this is Filippo. This is great quality light olive oil that won't burn like the extra virgin. I highly recommend that oil. It's pretty much in every grocery store. And then just brush. Brush it with some olive oil. Light olive oil so it doesn't burn in the oven. Get it all nice and even in there. All right. It's looking pretty good. Very simple, just some salt and pepper. I enjoy using pink Hawaiian sea salt. You can use kosher salt or any kind of salt you have, but I personally like pink Hawaiian. I find it to have a better, cleaner taste to it. You don't need to go too crazy with it. We're also gonna scrape it out when it's done roasting. Okay. Then in the oven it goes about 400 degrees for about 40 minutes or until it's nice and tender. All right, we'll let that cook, and in the meantime, I'm gonna prepare some chicken to go with this dish, but I'll focus mostly on the preparation of the spaghetti squash. And I will show you how it all comes together. Okay, and here we're gonna get a little bit of quick gravy going on, nothing too fancy. So we're gonna hit it with just a little bit of a teaspoon or tablespoon of butter. It's only gonna be for me and my daughter tonight, so it's only a little bit. All right, melt that up. You add some of this stuff. I like to use Wondera. This stuff works really good on all kinds of gravies. It's a very fine, it's almost like sifted flour already. So just add a couple tablespoons. You want to mix it till it's like wet sand. I'm not sure if you can see that, but just a little bit. Just for me and my daughter. Kind of stir it, cook it for a couple of seconds. You want to get a little bit of that. Kind of stir it for a few seconds. Want to get some of that pastiness out. And then we're going to add a little bit of chicken stock. Just enough to thicken it up. So, add a little bit at a time. Stir it in. A little bit at a time. Stir it in. Little at a time. Keep it going. Get it going until it's like the consistency of a gravy. Like I said, this is just something fairly simple. Just an easy night. Little dinner. Some people, you could add cream to this if you really wanted to. You could make it rich. I'm just kind of looking just for some good old juice. Make sure you get all the lumps out. See that little bit of a roux, which was the flour and the water, is working out pretty well. It's already got a pretty good consistency. So I'm going to go ahead and add quite a bit more. And then I like to cook this together, and I almost like let it reduce until a little bit, till the consistency comes back to the way I want it. So it's pretty light right now. Once it cooks down for a few minutes, it'll come back to life. In the meantime, we'll add some flavoring. Okay. I'm going to add some of the sun-dried tomato from Platting. It's like a little bit of a pesto into the gravy, just to kind of give it a little bit of a flavor. Like I said, we're just kind of making it up as we go, and put a little bit of that in there. Give that some good flavor, a little bit of color. This is just going to be like a little sauce we're going to put on the chicken. As you can see, it's already looking pretty nice. Taste it. It's already good. Very good. Okay. Okay, and we're going to add a little bit of red wine. Just a couple of tablespoons. It's going to give it a really nice color and some nice rich flavor. Oh yeah. Look at that. Look how easy that was. So beautiful. So easy. Good consistency. Cook that for a few seconds at least. Probably don't need this whisk anymore. Quick, easy gravy. Just kind of like a sun-dried tomato sauce. Sun-dried tomato red wine sauce. Very easy, nothing too fancy. Shut off the heat. Actually, let's give it a hard boil just for a few seconds. Make sure all the alcohol's cooked out. I'm gonna try it. Oh, that's nice. Needs a little bit of salt. Little pepper. Voila, it's done. That's it. You can put this over a steak, you can put this over chicken. Just know it has some Mediterranean flavors, Italian flavors from the sun-dried tomato pesto. So when you see it coating a spoon like that, the French call that a nappe, meaning it's coating the spoon. So that means it's going to stick to whatever you're putting to it. So chicken or steak or even a vegetable. Perfect. Perfecto. See, and this is what you're looking for. Nice and tender. Okay? See how you can kind of smush it in a little bit? Now, you flip these over on their backs. Let them cool a little bit. Take a fork, kind of hold it up. Oh, it's still very, very hot. Let's get a couple paper towels. Let's hold it with the paper towel. Okay. And then you're gonna wanna, oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. Oh baby. You just kind of flake it out. Beautiful. All right. Now, so we're gonna hit it with a little bit of salt. A little bit of pepper. A little butter. And then just kind of mix it up. Now you can flavor this any way you want. If you want to add something, if you want to put some garlic in there, or whatever you want. Honestly, it's all good. This is just the basic kind of way to make it. Let's take a nice piece of chicken that we have. Cut it. Let's go ahead and cut the chicken. Let's grab some of the spaghetti squash, put it on the plate. Take a little bit of the chicken, put it right on here. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Now, let's get some of that amazing sauce that we made and put some on. You can spoon it right on the top and put it right there. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. Look at that. Maybe give it a little drizzle around the plate. Oh yeah. Check it out. You give that to your girlfriend or to your husband, they're gonna love you forever. Arrivederci from the Martignetti family. Come on. Mwah!